What is this? Whatever you like, put it in it. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So I think I got to switch it and do it on my phone. Okay. Okay. Saying that live. Okay. So I wanted to do this live today because I want to talk about your launch because in the middle of July, Mercury and Saturn are going to be going retrograde. And when planets are retrograde, it's not usually the best time to launch your offer or your program or whatever you're trying to launch for your business or your brand. So I wanted to kind of talk about what you can do to make sure that your launch goes as best as possible. I am Chantalee. I am a brand manager and a social media manager. I also do Vedic astrology and tarot to help you get a better understanding of how you can connect your purpose and your gifts and your talents with your brand so it can be as authentic as possible. So I want to get into this real quick. Okay, so the questions we're going to ask are, oh, here we go. The questions we're going to ask are, what energy is behind the offer? This is going to be a general reading for all of us. So, what energy is behind the offer that you're going to do, the block or the blind spot, and what is your next right move? Okay. So, let's go ahead and get into these. We're going to use the cards that I made for um, for branding and social media to start it all off. So, what is the energy behind the offers that we're going to offer? What is our main blocks, and what is the next best move for us? right, let's see what came out. First thing that comes out is USP, your unique selling proposition for the current energy. So right now you might be focused on what makes you and your business unique, what makes you special, what makes you stand out in your market. And then we have audience for your blocks. So you might need to do a little tweaking, a little bit more research, maybe get to know your audience a little bit more. And LinkedIn for the next steps. This is making a lot of sense. This is making a lot of sense. Some people are kind of scared of LinkedIn. I'm noticing a little intimidated by LinkedIn. So we're going to do some cards to clarify. Let's go. Please clarify, what is the current energy behind our launches that we want to do before the, like I said, towards the middle of July, that's when Mercury is going to go retrograde in Leo and going to go retrograde in Aries. So we want to make sure we're doing our launches before then. So please clarify, what's the energy behind the launches that we're going to do? What could be blocking our launches? And what our next steps are. Ready for... All right. So we have the 5 of forces reverse. You might, I don't think you have clarity on what your USP. We probably going to need more clarity on our USPs. Our audience is the King of Cups reverse, or this is the King of Roses reverse. And the 8 of Wands for LinkedIn. I think a lot of us are curious about LinkedIn, but we're curious, but we're also experiencing like there's things we want to say, but we might not know how to say it, how to format our content on there. Okay, clarify some more. Let's look at these real quick. Let me see. I'm interested in this King of Cups, clarifying the audience for our blocks. Please clarify. It's like maybe we're not. We need to position ourselves as more of an authority figure when it comes to our audience. And that could be the blocks. Like maybe they might see you as spiritual. They might see you as nurturing. They might see you as helpful, but maybe they don't see you as an authority figure. And that's why we need to work on positioning more, making yourself an authority. Please clarify. What's the energy behind our offers? What are the blocks we might experience, and what are our next steps? All right. For the energy behind the offer or launch is Mother Mary, love and peace. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. Okay. I think you're trying a little, we might be trying a little bit too hard. What makes us unique, what makes us stand out is going to be natural. We're not going to have to force anything. We're not going to have to like really think and make something happen. It's going to be really natural. And I think that's what's coming up for USP. Okay. Oh, let me do this again because I think I put them down the wrong way. Please clarify what could be our blocks for what we're going to launch. All right. And for the clarifying the blocks, some more transcendence. Rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. Transcendence. Yeah. Maybe this is a confidence thing. Maybe this is a lack of strategy thing when it comes to being seen as an authority to your audience. But it's time to rise up. It's going to have to start from within. You're going to have to see yourself as an authority in your market, in your field, in your niche. In order for other people to see you as that, you have to see yourself as that first. And if you don't, like, what is stopping you from seeing yourself as an authority? Is it that you need more experience? Is it that you need more education to develop more skills? Whatever it is, um, you really need to rise up. Maybe you have everything that you need to be seen as an authority in your field, but maybe you're just not communicating it enough. Maybe you need to communicate how much experience you have, or communicate how much education you have. Write more articles, get on more podcasts, um, create more content that positions you as an authority. Um, but as I said, it's going to start from the inside out. All right. So let's clarify the next steps again. Digging deeper, digging deeper. Next steps. Okay. For our next steps is faith, humanity, and benevolence. Benevolence. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, and see the light in the world. So this is more of the intimidation that I was talking about with LinkedIn, and these messages that you might be hesitant, this content that you might be hesitant to put on there. LinkedIn isn't as hard as you might be making it to be. The main thing is to just get started and share what you think will be really helpful to your audience, and just have faith in it. You know, you're going to have to start somewhere. So just like put one foot in front of the other and just get started. You know, it's going to get better the more you get on there and kind of understand what's going on. We're going to clarify one more time. What is the energy behind our launches? What could be our blocks, and what are our next steps? Mm. All right. So we got blossoming. You are getting started. So have patience with yourself, the process, and do not give up. So for for the energy behind our launch, we have. I feel like some of you, this could be for some of you, you might just be starting something new, so you might not be clear on your USP, what makes you unique, what makes you stand out. So, as a brand manager, it's really important to me that you are very clear on what makes you unique and what makes you stand out. But at the same time, if you're just getting started, it might be really difficult. So, it's important to not try hard, not think too hard, and just to let it happen. Just be yourself. Um, yeah, I would say just be yourself when it comes to your USP. I'm going to clarify this some more for people who might be starting, um, maybe are just starting in their business and they're not really clear on what more. What could be some blocks? And it's this situation would be handled in a fair and just manner, justice, ma'at, for you being more of an authority figure in your business, justice and fairness. Um, I'm feeling like this might mean that you might have had some type of setback. Somebody or something might have made you lose your confidence in your authority. And the best thing for you to do is to keep going and don't take it in. Don't take on the karma for this person who who is trying to distract you and try to make you feel like as an entrepreneur or as a brand you're a less of authority than you are. They are going to reap what they sow when it comes to trying to tear you down. Don't like believe it or accept it or lean into it. And if you don't, then you'll it's like if you don't accept it or lean into it, the scales will be balanced, which means you will be more successful if you don't lean into whatever kind of setback that you might have had. Um, that might make you not be as confident as an authority figure. And so you'll be more successful, but this person or this situation will have all the karma of trying to tear somebody down who they shouldn't have been tearing down. And that's what's going to balance things. And for the next step is purification. It is time for a cleansing, detoxification of your body and your mind. So for me, this represents K2. And what can help you resolve any fears with LinkedIn is to just do your research. Do your research on what works best with LinkedIn. Start slow. Do like I said, put one foot in front of the other. Do your research. Don't think of it as being don't think of it as being overwhelming. Just think of it as what you need to do so your launch can be as successful as possible. Okay. Um, K2 is also moving from Virgo to Leo. So it's going from being analytical. And with can happen with Virgo is Virgo can think too much and overthink things. But Leo likes to be seen. Okay. And K2 is moving to that type of energy. K2 is moving to that energy. So do your research on LinkedIn, renew your mind, your mindset when it comes. Maybe it's too overwhelming, it's too intimidating, it could be too hard. Just let go of that and just move forward. All right. And that is what I have for what you want to launch. Remember, you want to launch before the middle of July because that's when Mercury and Saturn are going to be retrograde. We don't want to when planets are retrograde if we don't have to. So just remember that, and that's what I have for you. See you next time.